Okay, let's talk about a word that, for most of us, feels like a total drag: discipline. We think of it as this constant uphill battle, but what if it wasn't? What if you could actually build a system for discipline that felt, well, almost effortless? Let's dive in and figure this out. Sound familiar? You get super excited about a new goal, you start off strong, and then fizzle. The motivation just vanishes, and you end up right back where you started, feeling like you just don't have enough willpower. It's such a frustrating cycle. But here's the thing: what if the problem isn't actually you? What if it's the approach you're using? And that right there is the big idea we're exploring today. This isn't about trying to find some hidden superhuman reserve of willpower you don't have. It's about learning a few simple but really powerful secrets that can completely change the way you get things done. All right, so let's jump right in with the first two secrets. Think of these as the foundation of a house. You gotta pour the concrete before you can build anything that's gonna last. And it all starts with your purpose and your process. The very first secret is all about finding your driving force. This means you have to connect every single task, even the boring ones, to a bigger, more personal reason for doing it. This is what we call your why. It's the real source of all your motivation. Think of your why as the engine in your car. So many of us get stuck focusing on the what, the task itself, but all the real power, the real fuel comes from your why. For instance, the what might be going to the gym, but your why is that you want to feel strong and energetic and totally unstoppable in your life. When you connect with that feeling, suddenly going to the gym doesn't feel like such a chore anymore. Now, once you've got that why locked in, we move on to secret number 2, which builds right on top of it: your routine. Once you know why you're doing something, the next step is to build a structure that basically puts your goals on autopilot. Consistency is what turns those really difficult actions into things you just do without even thinking about it. And look, the way to do this is super simple. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just pick one clear goal. Maybe it's writing a book. Then choose one, and I mean one, tiny action you can take, like writing for just 15 minutes. That's it. Then schedule it. Same time, same place every day. This creates this little mental groove, a shortcut, so you're not wrestling with yourself every single morning. You just get up and do it. Okay, so we've got the foundation down. Now let's get into the mind game, the internal stuff. Because let's be honest, that's where the real battle is won or lost, right? It's all about that voice inside our heads. Secret number 3 is huge. Your mindset changes absolutely everything. This is all about the internal conversation you're having with yourself about the things you need to do. Just reframing how you talk to yourself about these tasks is a total game changer. And the key is this incredibly simple switch in your language. Instead of saying, ugh, I have to go to work, try reframing it as, I get to go to work. Or I have to work out becomes, I get to move my body. See the difference? One feels like a heavy burden, a drain. The other feels like an opportunity, a privilege, a choice. That simple little word swap transforms a chore into something you actually choose to do. And that mindset shift leads perfectly into our 4th secret. You have to celebrate your wins. And I mean every single one of them. This isn't about throwing a massive party every time you check something off your to-do list. It's about consciously taking a moment to acknowledge your progress, which is what keeps that forward momentum going. Just think about it this way. Even 1% of progress is a win. Did you stick to your new routine today, even when you really didn't feel like it? That's a huge win. Did you catch yourself saying have to and flip it to get to? That's a win. When you acknowledge these little victories, you create this positive feedback loop in your brain. It starts to associate discipline with feeling good, and suddenly, you actually want to do it again tomorrow. All right, for our final secret, we're going to look to the future. This is all about using your imagination, not just to dream, but to actively build the future you want to live in. This quote really hits at home, doesn't it? It makes such a powerful point. Your reality on the outside really does begin with the vision you have on the inside. If you can't even picture success for yourself, how on earth are you supposed to make it happen? And let's be really clear here, this isn't just about wishful thinking or daydreaming. Visualization is an active rehearsal for your future. So picture this. Someone is trying to get out of debt. Every single morning, they spend just 2 minutes vividly imagining their bank account with positive balance. They feel the sense of relief, the freedom that comes with it. What they're doing is training their brain to see the path to that reality, which makes them way more likely to make the daily financial choices that will get them there. So there you have it. This is your new toolkit for what we can call effortless discipline. It all starts with finding your why. Then you build a simple routine around it. You shift your whole mindset from have to get to. You celebrate every tiny step forward. And finally, you visualize your success until it actually becomes your reality. So I want to leave you with this one question. Forget about all the things you feel like you have to do. Instead, what's one thing you get to do tomorrow that will move you just 1% closer to your goal? Start there. Just see what happens. Thanks for tuning in.